Let's think very quickly on the belief many people share, and that's that things can't be reversed. So you crack an egg, it can't be put back together as easily. Or you mix cream and coffee or tea and you can't unmix it as easily. You can remember what happened yesterday, but you can't necessarily remember what happens tomorrow. Very odd scenario, but it's a belief that we all share. We live in the world where the only necessary availability of knowledge comes from the past. What if I showed you a movie of a swinging pendulum, like an hour and a half long? You'd get very bored of it. But if I were to turn around and surprise you and say that the whole video was actually reversed the entire time, you wouldn't necessarily notice, because the pendulum swinging forward is identical to it swinging backwards. Certain events in life are able to be reversed seamlessly. Time works the same way. Even though our main beliefs don't necessarily support it, it's important to understand that time works the same forward as it does backwards. What's happened in the past happens in the future seamlessly. In another sense, although we may not be able to unmix coffee easily, we can very easily imagine it. A lot of these reverse situations are so easily reversible in our heads because they're not interfering with the laws of physics in the real world. You see, it's possible for the spray of perfume to return to the bottle, for an egg to become uncracked. It doesn't violate anything, it's just unlikely. So take a careful look at the concept of entropy. Very old concept, but it's something to really do some research on. It has to do with like the law of thermodynamics. Now you can have a refrigerator cool things down, but not at the expense of exhausting heat in the back. This sort of has to play in with karma, how things balance out. There's so much symmetry in the world. It's so obviously right in front of us the way that karma works, the way the world really balances out. So what you do balances in other forms. If you are to give to other people, you're sort of taking away from yourself, and vice versa. Everything plays on a balancing fact. Now apply this to your career. You can take a new career approach and totally change industries, change your skill set, change virtually everything, leaving all that you've worked for behind seamlessly. But it's important to understand that the impact you've made is at that place in time, and that can't be reversed. That's in its place. Like the events that we read about in textbooks can't be altered. They're in that place of time on their own. It's important to understand that. You can pick up on relationships that have ended, but the events that took place in the past just can't be changed. Anything is reversible, but there's also a permanent effect that applies. So as you pursue your career, it's changeable, it's malleable, like your skills. Your relationships can end, come back together again, easier than you may think, but they're all permanent. The moments in time are permanent. Everything that you do today has a permanent effect. Even if it's reversible, even if you want to play it in reverse in your head a million times over, it's still permanent. And the actions you take today are going to affect people's futures forever. You can't change the past, and the past can't affect you. But what you do today is going to impact the lives of everyone out there. If this video really makes you think, I want you to leave your thoughts, your comments, or debates in the comments below. If you like it, you think it'll impact somebody else, share it. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this. Thanks. Take care.